Hello everybody, let me know if you can hear me, the quality of the stream and all of that. I'm gonna give it a little bit, but we are coming to you live from Holiday World. We're here at Santa's Merry Marketplace, standing in front of the fountain. Just hoping that this stream actually started. If it didn't, let me know. How's everybody doing tonight? Hey, 2 tickets, how you doing? Who else we got here? Coaster Mom, hi, how are you? And Theme Park Banks, welcome, how you doing? Can you see my face? Ugh, you don't want to. My face is terrible. We're here. Isn't it festive? It's amazing. We are in the Christmas area right now. Over here, I want to show you the Santa statue that they have. Apparently, it is tradition. You were wondering if you had met Rye Guy there, but then the Instagram pictures are... Yeah, we went on a tour of Thunderbird this morning. It was really awesome, and then we did a vlog together up until just before the live stream. But yeah, here apparently it is tradition to take a photo with this Santa. So we will make sure he's in the live stream for historical purposes. Did I get my show? What show? I got the tour, if that's what you're talking about. And then we got to go on a walk back of the Legend and the Raven. The Raven might be my favorite coaster here so far, but I haven't done any Voyage night rides. So hopefully that will determine whether or not we have a favorite in this park. I did Voyage earlier today, but I think doing it in like the very back seat was a little too intense for me. I think somewhere towards the back, but not the back, is going to be a little bit better for me. Oh, did I get my shot? Yeah, I've been vaccinated since February, actually, since I work in a laboratory in my day job. Oh, that tour was amazing, Vanessa. I did make a vlog just about the behind-the-scenes tour. I filmed as much as I could, but unfortunately, there was a couple areas that I wasn't allowed to. So I was wondering whether or not to take you guys to Halloween or enjoy some of this Christmas decor for a little while. Plus it is hot today, so I'm trying to find some shade, and I think I'm going in the right direction. Don't even know what this is. Is this a restaurant? Sure looks like it. Nice little place to have a seat. This is a very fun spot for a bench. That's funny. Is that offered to purchase to the tour to the public? It was an auction that I won for Give Kids the World. They had a bunch of experiential auctions as part of Holiwood Nights. And so there was biddings on track walks, Zen rides, and that tour that they did for Thunderbird that I won. Yeah, so funny thing about the time zones, when I flew into Louisville in Kentucky and then drove over to Santa Claus, Indiana, and I didn't realize that I'd be driving right over a time zone. And so when I set up this live stream, I didn't know how to set it to like a certain time zone. So I put that in the title, hoping you guys would see it so that we would kind of sync up at the right time. I'm hoping not too many people thought it was 5:30 Eastern time. Yeah, I felt like it was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to get a tour like that. I had never done anything like it, so it was really cool and gave me more appreciation into all the work behind something that's seemingly as simple as a launched roller coaster. A lot of work goes into it. Oh, we're entering the 4th of July area. Yes, I will be live next weekend. I will actually be at Universal Orlando. I haven't decided if we're going to be at Islands of Adventure or at Universal Studios. But thankfully there's no time zone difference there, so it'll be easy to set up. And this is where they have their carousel. It's a nice carousel, has a little bench on it. Butterbeer. I am not getting the hot butterbeer. I did hear that it's now a thing year-round, but I hopefully the weather is good. But fingers crossed, yes, I can get on Velocicoaster and I can get my first ride on Hagrid's as well, because I just haven't been able to get on that. It's either been down or then pandemic happened. So I'm hopeful that this time is the time that I can get on both of those. So I'll have 2 new coasters under my belt. Yeah, it's got a fun vibe in here. I think the park is open until 8 p.m., so 9 p.m. Eastern. They have the blue ice cream. They have a whole stand just for it. I feel like I only see this at Midwestern parks. They do blue raspberry and wild cherry, and you can get them in a twist. I wasn't too fond of it. It didn't taste like blue raspberry to me, but the stand is called Utterly Blue, and I enjoy that. Yeah, fingers crossed. Velocicoaster and Hagrid's are both operating, and I can get on them. I'm gonna go as early as humanly possible and hope for the best. I have one try on Saturday, and then I'll probably go back on Monday to give that a shot again. Kings Island is blueberry. Does it actually taste like blueberry? Because that tasted just like vanilla. It looked like it was just colored blue. Vanilla cover that had food coloring in it. But right here is the Liberty launch, which anybody who's been to Hershey Park, it might look very familiar. Go ahead. You can go ahead. It reminds me a lot of the Reese's Tower. It's a little taller than the Kisses one, but a little shorter than the Reese's. Apparently you get some good air on it. I didn't get on it because the loading time is long, the dispatch time is very long, and the line moves very slowly. Yeah, it's basically just like Reese's. And then here's one ride. It's called the Firecracker. I have never seen a flat ride like this. Ooh, that is aggressive. So it's like you're spinning, and then there's kind of like a scrambler style a little bit. You rode the Hershey Drop Towers, Hershey and Reese's for the first time. Just recently? Didn't those open a while ago? Why the wait to finally ride it? What's that, theme park banks? Oh, Heather is live. Yeah, she's trying to push for her next milestone in subscribers, from what she told me. Because she's very close to 9,000. Can you believe that? She has exploded. But she also does a lot of live streaming. I think her streams usually last anywhere from like 4 to 6 hours. It's pretty intense. I don't know if I could do that, and then also vlog and take photos and produce all the content I want. So I tend to keep these like an hour and a half to 2 hours, which I hope is all right with everybody. I could do longer, but then something else would have to take away some quality. Oh, you were too scared, Coaster Mom. Well, I'm glad you faced your fears. Finally wrote it. This is the sound that caught my eye. I don't know if you guys can hear it that well, but it's like this weird chugging sound. But yeah, I just thought this ride was really weird. You like Hershey's Tower, Reese's? Hurt your shoulder. Oh man, like a lot of airtime. If you like airtime, you'll love those towers. You started off holding your husband's hand. Oh, by the end you found your courage. Yeah, I just thought this ride was kind of unique looking. It's pretty cool. It's on like this big slant. I'm actually straightening out the camera. Just naturally I tend to do that, but if I lay my camera straight, it's actually at a big tilt. And then just spinning. All right. Let's see what else we got going this way. Give you guys a full tour. I'm not gonna go into the water park though. I feel weird about people in bathing suits and just live streaming. Oh, hey Dawn, you were here at the park yesterday. Oh, and you didn't stick around for the Holiwood Nights event, or you did some of it yesterday? I know a lot of people bailed because Voyage went down for the night. Some people decided to go to Dollywood instead, not knowing whether or not Voyage was going to come back up today. That goose is pretty funny. So that's the Holly Dog Express. It looks like it goes around the kids area. I'm not going to go in there either, but that's Holly Dog's Fun Town. It's where the Howler is, which is their kiddie coaster. That was fun. A +1, new credit. Exactly. I do not want to be creeping at the water park. No thanks. It's the same kind of rule that I have about vlogging in water parks as well. Just feels weird unless I can do like POVs, going down like rides and stuff. There's just no point. Like, you're just gonna be, I don't know, invading people's privacy in a way. Just feels a little creepy. Hey Melly Mel, thanks for joining. Good to have you here. Hey I did not ride Voyage yesterday. I had to wait to ride it today, which honestly I prefer because I rode it today with the trims on during the day when I could see. Then later on tonight during ERT for Holiwood Nights, I'll be able to ride it with the trims off and in the dark when it's in the woods and I won't know what's happening and what's coming, and I'm really excited for that. It seems like it's two totally different experiences, or at least that's what it's been hyped up to be. I'm gonna find out for myself later on. But yeah, if you guys didn't hear the hubbub, apparently somebody got injured pretty badly on the Voyage last night, like just when the event was starting, the ERT was starting, and they had to be taken to the hospital, and the Voyage did not operate until early this morning. When I was at Thunderbird, I saw Voyage testing, and apparently there were here all night working on whatever it was that needs to happen. Because I'm sure that there's some sort of safety thing. Maybe the state gets involved. There has to be some sort of safety inspection. I'm sure there's a whole lot involved in that. I did the back row of Voyage. It was a little too rough for me. A little too intense. I think when I ride it later today, I'll probably go somewhere towards the back, maybe in like the second car to last or something, just to lighten the intensity a little bit so I can feel the other elements, because I just felt like I was shaking and rattling in the back and wasn't really feeling what the coaster wanted me to feel. But I've also heard that that's a roller coaster where even like there's not really a bad seat. And I'm guessing I'm gonna have enough time to put that to the test, you know. Here's a question: have you guys, any of you guys, been on a Flyers type of ride like this? I know this park, I've heard there's a rule that you can't snap, but I know that you can kind of go up and down if you want on one of these in a little dangerous manner, where you go so far high up that you create slack on the ride vehicle's wires, and then it just snaps as it comes down. See. Oh, you did it yesterday in the event last night. Oh, you've been gone from home for a week. Wow. This has been, is this like a popular week for all these roller coaster type of road trips? Because it seems, that's what the impression that I got from everybody, is that in my Instagram stories, almost everybody I knew that's an enthusiast has been on a road trip leading up to this weekend here at either Holiday World. Then some people are going to other events. A lot of people are going to Kentucky Kingdom. That's where I'll be tomorrow. From what I've heard, the person that got injured on the Voyage had something pre-existing. So a lot of times when one person gets injured, usually it's something that happened with that individual, not really with the ride itself, but that's likely. You've done it at Hershey one and done because you're old. Do I know when the Jersey Devil ride opens up? So they're filming the commercial, I think, Tuesday. The media day is on the 10th, and there should be some information about next weekend being member previews. That's what I have heard, but there's no official opening date for the general public that's been announced. I'm guessing that sometime next week we're going to find out a whole lot more information. You rode the Flyers at Canopy as a kid and got in trouble for snapping. Yeah, a lot of places don't like that, and sometimes it just depends on the operator. I know that the ones at Knoebels, they're actually down for refurbishment because they let people snap. Yes, Dead Man's Party is confirmed to be coming back this year. They've already seen the somebody shared the audition information and all that stuff, so that's definitely happening. Yeah, I'm really excited for Jersey Devil. It's unfortunate with the timing that I already planned the Universal trip. So hopefully Father's Day weekend is when I'll be able to do like my live stream and all that stuff. Because I'm assuming that if it's previewing next weekend, that it's going to be, I'll be able to ride it the following weekend. The closer you get to 40, the more you prefer chill rides like Pirates of the Caribbean or the Carousel. I mean, I like all of those things. I love a good carousel. Pirates is one of my must rides anytime I'm at Magic Kingdom, in addition to Haunted Mansion. And I usually throw in Big Thunder as well. That's kind of my trifecta of, did you have a complete day at Magic Kingdom? No, if I didn't do those rides. You haven't heard anything about Storm Runner opening, but on the Ace event, they're having ERT on it. Oh man, if it opens up the same weekend, no, that would be the end of June, the following weekend, not Father's Day weekend. So maybe, my plan was at some point to go back to Knoebels but I haven't heard about flying turns, and I was hoping to pair that with like a half day at Knoebels, a half day at Hershey Park, so I can get on Storm Runner and be reunited with that wonderful coaster. I don't know Izzy Blake. I had to look him up. He's like some YouTuber, right? I don't know him. Oh, this is creating a nice breeze here. Did I mention it's been hot today? I see one guy's going for it, look. No one's really getting the height needed to snap them though. No, I do not know Frightland actually. Never been. Melly Mel, I wasn't intentionally quoting Mariah Carey, but I think everyone quotes her once in a while accidentally. Where can we go next? I mean, one idea I have is if you guys are curious and want to pull out the park map, we can walk you over to wherever you guys are curious about, besides the water park and the kids area. I don't want to be Mr. Creepy live streamer. Legend has a lot of laterals. I don't personally consider it rough. I just think that it has a whole lot of an element that I don't enjoy a whole lot. Not to say I don't like laterals, but that ride is all laterals. There's like 3 or 4 airtime hills or little pops of air that you can get, but for the most part it's all laterals, and that can be intense for people, especially when it's sustained like it is on that double helix that goes through the tunnels. So while I don't think it's particularly intense, it's just too much laterals and not balanced with something else. But I know for sure there's people who love their laterals and can't get enough of it. And so for them, that's the perfect ride. Legend was the absolute best night ride last night. I thought Raven was my favorite last night. I ended up riding that like quite a few times, to be honest. I forget how many, but it was quite a few. They had just retracted apparently, and it was riding so well. Second half was just hauling until you hit the brake run. Did I meet Aiden doing Hallowfest? Yes, I did. I met all 3 Aidens, who sadly I haven't seen any Aidens out in the wilds in quite some time. Sadly. And if you haven't already, help me out by throwing a like on the live stream so more people can find it. We can get some more people in this chat here. All right. Just realized I'm just sitting here talking. Let's go look at stuff. Actually, if I see one of those places where I can get a free drink, I'm gonna stop there and maybe grab a water. I don't know where all the Aidens have gone. I'm just here, Aidenless. 0 for 3 Aidens. Oh, everybody should, if somebody is into theme parks, they got to go here at least once. It's amazing. There's free unlimited drinks. Raven, honestly, Raven was like my favorite coaster. I haven't had time yet to ride Voyage at night to have that comparison, so it hasn't even been, I haven't been able to ride it too much. I've ridden it twice so far, whereas Raven, I think I hit 10 if I include today's ride. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to buy the flags for it. Is this their Rapids ride? Oh yeah. I heard that this one was good. Your husband loved Great Adventure so much, he turned his Coaster Power Hour ticket into a season pass. Oh wow, that's awesome. Yeah, Coaster Power Hours was awesome. I was kind of hoping that Jersey Devil would preview within that time frame and then everybody would be able to go on Jersey Devil for the Power Hours, but sadly that didn't happen. Hey, what's up? Yeah, I'm live streaming right now. You want to say hi to all the people? Yeah? All right, this guy wants to say hi. What's your name, man? Kyrie. Kyrie? It's nice to meet you, man. How you enjoying your day today? What you been on? You got a favorite ride from today? No? What you been up to then?
I got in the pool 2 times.
Oh, cool, man.
And I got to go again.
Yeah?
In that pool with the floaties.
Oh, all right.
And then I got the eat some Wendy's.
You got the what?
I got the eat some Wendy's.
Oh. Oh, okay. That's cool, man. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying your day. If you want to look me up, my name is Andre. I run a channel called Thrills and Magic. All right? Thrills and Magic. You have a good one. He was hard to hear. He looked really nervous, but wanted to say hi. That was cute. All right, so I think I want to start making my way downhill here, go over to the Thanksgiving area, say hi to Voyage. And I don't know if you guys been looking at my stories. I posted a story from the Gobbler Getaway. That ride is silly, but I really liked it. Theme Park Banks. I'm not sure if I saw you before the live stream. I could have, but also not known that your name was Theme Park Banks on YouTube. It's possible. Stranger things have happened. Oh, it looks like the this water park has maybe a half hour left in operations, so that's going to clear out pretty soon. But I think maybe what we should do next is chill out over by Voyage, right by the last part of the ride that we can actually see, the part that's not in the woods. That's one problem that I had with taking like B-roll and doing photography of these coasters. That's so many of them. The majority of the time they're out in the woods, so you only really see the station and maybe the lift hill. Hello, hi from Heather. Hey from Heather's. Oh my gosh, Heather is sending me new friends. Oh my goodness. Well, happy Thanksgiving to you all. We're about to enter the Thanksgiving area here at Holiday World. And they legit say happy Thanksgiving every time they were sending out a train on Voyage. They were saying Happy Thanksgiving. She hit 9K today. Oh, wow, that's awesome. She has been exploding in growth. I'm so happy to hear that. That is amazing. Oh, thank you so much, Megan. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hope to see you around often. I try to do a stream from a different park every Saturday, wherever I am. Next week, actually, I'll be teaming up with Heather. I'll be going on Velocicoaster and Hagrid's next week and doing a live stream that evening and hopefully, you know, watching Velocicoaster go by. But for now, I think we're gonna hang out here for a little bit in front of Voyage. The lift hill is back there, and then the second half of the ride is all around us here, or the last part of the ride. Welcome everybody, welcome, welcome. You'll be riding Velocicoaster next week too? Oh, that's awesome. I'm super pumped for you. I haven't even done Hagrid's. I've had the worst luck with Hagrid's. I've been to Universal 3 times since it opened, and every time it's been down. And then the pandemic happened, and then my annual pass expired, and there was no sense in renewing it until I knew when the heck I could get down there again. But I am super excited for anybody who is riding Velocicoaster or who has, because apparently I've heard that that is the best coaster in Florida, and a lot of people's, if not in their top 10, maybe their number 1. So I'm super excited for that. All right, so LD, all you have to know about this place is that it started out as Santa Claus Land, but as they started adding rides and expanding, they decided to create new areas of the park that were themed after different holidays. So Holiday World has 4 lands. They have a Christmas land, which we will go back to at some point. And yes, they are constantly playing Christmas music. Santa is there year-round. I'm currently in the Thanksgiving area. This roller coaster is themed The Voyage, and it is named so because it's named after the voyage that the Pilgrims took on the Mayflower. They have an Astro Blaster style ride called the Gobbler Getaway, where instead of a gun, you shoot a turkey collar and you're trying to round up turkeys. Then, in addition to that, they have a 4th of July area and a Halloween area. And the Halloween area has the other 2 roller coasters that are operating today. Thunderbird, I don't know the backstory of. That is the winged roller coaster that's back there. But in the Halloween area, they have the Raven, named after the Edgar Allan Poe poem. And then they also have the Legend, which is Sleepy Hollow themed. The one thing I really like about the Legend, because I'm not really into the laterals that ride provides, so it's not my super favorite, I really like they chime a bell, a real actual bell. There's a bell tower there. And they chime that before every train leaves the station. And then as you're going up the lift hill, they will play some sort of audio cue of like a horse galloping, as if it were chasing you up the lift hill until you reach the top of the hill, and then it's like you're trying to escape the Headless Horseman. It's really cool. We have not been to Halloween yet. I wanted to watch the Voyage go by, like maybe twice more. This is really, unfortunately, the only location that you can see it, because from that lift hill, it goes into the woods, and at night you can't see a thing, and everybody raves about how good it is. But towards the end, it comes here and it'll loop around, so I want to get a couple more turns of that. Hey Heather, thank you so much for sending all these friends over here. I really appreciate it. I'm just trying to back up on the chat and just say hi to everybody who has just come to visit. Oh wow, sorry that I am so behind on the chat here. Let's see. Hi Connor. Hello Mr. Disney King. LD, hello again. Megan Grant, hello, and thanks for the sub. Jason in Philly, hi. I was in Philly during Memorial Weekend. Let's see, who else is here? Madison Claridge, hello. Welcome, Mr. Toad. Andrea Spike, hello. Thank you for joining. Wendy Disney Mom, hello. Shari Mar, hi. Robert Desnoyers, welcome. We are here in front of the Voyage. Who else we got? Who else we got? I think I'm all caught up. I think. Disney Chuck. Holiday World is not open year-round, but welcome, Disney Chuck. Michelle B., welcome. All right, well, welcome everybody. Thank you so much for joining, and thank you so much to Heather for inviting everyone to come join my stream. I appreciate it so much. As you can see, Voyage is very popular.
Oh wow, I think we're about one.
And anybody asking about Halloween, we're gonna head over to Halloween once we kind of explored Thanksgiving a little bit more. Yeah, this thing, Voyage, gained a lot of speed during the day. It was running a little slow this morning, but I can definitely hear the difference now. They have a fun little flat ride called the Turkey Whirl. It's like a tilt-a-whirl, but with turkey theming. They have a little football-themed, what do you call these? These little games where you have to race. Makes sense. For Thanksgiving, there's always a football game on. And I wish I could live stream on this one, but apparently I can't. Gobbler Getaway is their equivalent of like a Astro Blasters type of game where you're shooting the turkey caller and you have to round up all the turkeys. It's a lot of fun. It's a little weird, but I don't mind that. It's fun. Glad you came to my channel. You drove past this place on your way home from Florida. No way. Yeah, I'm actually here for Holiwood Nights, which is a coaster enthusiast event. So once the park closes to the day guests, I will be here for the extra ride time. So they only have the coasters and select rides open, and just people who are registered for the event can get on it. So it means really low wait times and lots of re-rides and also night rides. Most of the time this park closes pretty early, so you don't get night rides. This is one of the only ways to kind of guarantee that happens. All right, just gonna take a seat right here in front of the lift hill. Maybe we can watch this, and we'll reposition for a better sunset view once the time comes. Thank you so much for stopping by, just out and about, and thank you so much. I wish we could have said hello. I've been following you guys for near 2 years. It would have been great to meet up, at least to say hi. Look in the comment section in the Cedar. Oh, you just jogged my memory, Theme Park Banks. I gotcha. All right, that's awesome. Thank you so much for reminding me about that we have so much history, and that I met you around my birthday last year. Which reminds me, I need to figure out what the heck I'm doing for my birthday this year. It's gonna be hard to top Cedar Point. And I don't think that Disneyland will have fireworks, nor Disney World. I would love to see some fireworks. That's kind of what I got my heart set on. Set up my tripod, do some long exposures. It's been a long time since I've done that. If you guys have followed me on Instagram, I used to post something on Fireworks Friday all the time. It's a shame. It's a shame that those have not come back yet, but I feel like it will only be a matter of time. But for now, in order to tide me over, I am going to check out next Sunday Electric Ocean over at SeaWorld. I heard a lot of good things about that. You'll be there for the 50th in October. Oh my goodness. I hope they have fireworks by then. But who knows? I was really disappointed to see all that information about the Boo Bash. It seems like there's not much involved with it. It's just like a glorified after hours event essentially, but they want to charge an arm and a leg for it. I was hoping to go to that, but once I saw those prices, I was a little more like, for that price I could probably go to Halloween Horror Nights for another night or something. Or even for that price you could do the RIP tour, which I might do that instead, because I don't know about those prices. But I really wonder, the crowds must be looking crazy, judging by the Park Pass reservation system for the 50th. I know it's been sold out for a while for October 1st, but following that in the month of October, I can imagine it's going to be crazy. The other thing I heard was that they are not going to have the Mickey pumpkins along Main Street. They're going to have some sort of other 50th anniversary related decorations up. I believe it's going to be Cinderella themed to like the carriage or something, but either way, I'm gonna miss those glowing Mickey pumpkins. What coaster are we looking at? This is the Voyage. It is honestly in most people's top 10s. Like any list that you can look up online, this is usually in the top 10. If not for all coasters, definitely for wooden coasters. This one ranks way up there for wooden coasters. Usually it's close to everybody's number one. And Holiday World is pretty notorious for taking really good care of these things and retracking them as often as they're needed in order to be running as smooth as possible. I've heard that they've been testing fireworks for Harmonious, and they also have that crazy water blasting Stargate in the middle. I still think that they're trying to summon Walt Disney because he's trapped somewhere in time, and this is their way to rescue him finally. And he's going to appear coming out of the portal, and then Bob Chapek is going to face judgment, and maybe it won't go well. We'll see. Do I know Savage Mister? I do not. But yeah, the Voyage. So we're in the Thanksgiving area, and the Voyage is named after the voyage that the Pilgrims went on the Mayflower. Which actually, they have like one of those swinging galleon rides over here, and it is called the Mayflower.
You better change your behavior, and she almost always does it.
I'll see you guys.
Bye.
I'm so sorry.
Bye. And it's like a big old wall.
Oh, Megan, that is awesome news. They were testing the Star Wars Galactic Spectacular. I wonder, though, if that's going to involve... Was the testing for fireworks? Because I know that they were testing projections, which is cool. But anything else beyond that, I wasn't aware of. I love the way that they do the lightsabers in that, though. I love these flags, just to remind you that you're in Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. It was a full run through. Oh, wow. I don't know how I missed that. I'm usually so plugged in with those things that everybody posts breaking news. Everybody on Instagram likes to act like they're their own personal news station. Like everybody wants to be WDW News Today. Here's something that I didn't know existed that I wish I could have seen. What is the Great Turkey Chase Stunt Show? I did not know this was a thing. I gotta look this up later. Holiday World is as old as Comet. That I didn't know. Theme Park Banks. You saw my post in Instagram on Dapper Day? Interesting. I have no idea what that's about, but I gotta look it up online. But yeah, so their Mayflower ride is just the galleon. You could hear it from your resort and got notified on the app about fireworks. Oh, that's so cool. What resort were you staying at, if you don't mind me asking? Was it at like Swan and Dolphin or one of those around Crescent Lake? Do you guys see how accurately this is recreating the Pilgrims crossing the Atlantic Ocean? It's very historically accurate. This is exactly how it happened. Oh, right. You can hear it from Fort Wilderness, of course. That's awesome. I'm excited for the night shows to come back in general. That's what'll bring me back to Disney. I haven't been back since like February, just because it didn't feel like it was fully there, like Disney was fully back. You remember this in your history book? Me too. Yeah, those Pilgrims had it rough. All right, I think it's time we start heading over to Halloween. Oh, you saw my post on Instagram about my costume. Yeah, I was wearing, I was trying to wear the colors that Eeyore has. So like the grays with like a little splash of pink and stuff. So, and then my girlfriend Adriana, she was wearing Pooh colors. So yeah, we were doing our thing. I never bounded or anything like that before, but it was awesome that that day I got to meet Eeyore and take a photo with him. And that made me super happy. It was super fun. Fun day. Recommend it if you don't mind walking around in nice shoes for a while. To be fair, the deep ocean waves might actually have been like that. There might have been a little more side to side motion rather than front to back, but I know what you're saying. They had it rough, yeah, and they probably didn't have safety restraints, that's for sure.
Imagine doing that for like 30 minutes straight. That's what we do. I would be like, let me out. Yeah. Oh, you know, we got to get up and then get out. That's good. Yeah, we just sat there. Like, my car said it's coming. I got a way to connect them, and I have. I'm sure you do different that. Are you vlogging?
Streaming. You want to say hi?
Hi guys.
Are you here for Holiwood Nights or just for the day?
Just for the day.
All right.
I'm not that cool.
Any of you guys on YouTube or want to shout out anything?
No.
No? All right, well, grab one of those. If you
Ethan Nig for being a sim.
say again?
Shout out Ethan Nig for being a sim. That's all I gotta say.
All right.
What's your username?
What's that?
What's your username?
It's in there. It's the @
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Is this gonna be posted afterwards so we can watch it?
Yeah, this is your timestamp here if you want to see yourselves. 48 minutes and 50 seconds into it, all right?
Write that down. Write that down.
Subscribers? I'm at like 15 or 1600. Yeah. Yeah, man. Not on Twitch. I don't do that. I don't have any hot tubs. The other thing I haven't mentioned about this place, Holiday World, is like everyone is super friendly that works here. They seem to not have any staffing issues, which I know is a big deal right now at basically every major theme park. Oh, I think this is about to run. If you guys want to see the turkeys twirl. Ursula would disagree with your ocean wave analysis? Oh no. Oh, you heard? Yeah, the hot tub comment. I don't know if it would go over everybody's heads, but backstory is that Twitch now has its own subcategory for hot tubs and pools and those types of streams because so many people were doing them. Hey, Mr. A to Z, welcome. Thank you so much for for the support, man. You're awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yes, we're gonna watch the twirling turkey. Ugh, I can't even say that. Twirling turkeys. Aw. the ride op was trying to get them all to gobble and nobody was going for it. Yes, the twerky twirl. The turkeys are twerking. No, they're twirling, not twerking. Sorry. I mean, would you guys really want to see me live streaming twerking turkeys? Yeah, it's a turkey tilt-a-whirl, basically. Yes, these turkeys, these are all the same exact size as the ones that the pilgrims ate on the first Thanksgiving. They were much bigger back then. They shrank in order to be able to hide from humans. And so we have to like shake trees to get them now for our Thanksgivings. But back in the day, they used to twirl and twerk. Can I go to Funflex? You mean Funplex, right? I'm not sure where that is, but I will look into it. I am trying to go to Fun Spot when I go to Orlando. We'll see how that goes. I'm gonna try to go to both locations. All right, so that was our historically accurate twirling turkeys.
That was a swinging ship.
Oh, in Mount Laurel? Do they have a coaster there? I think they do. I'll look into it and see. I'm close to having ridden every coaster that's in New Jersey. I think Clementon Park at some point is going to open. Wow, there is a long line for those turkeys. My goodness. Everyone wants a little bit of a taste of history there. Voyage line definitely got longer. I know they opened up everything on the inside. That's looking like an hour wait, maybe more. If they've opened up every switchback, that would mean it's closer to like an hour and a half. Oh yeah, they do actually. They sell Thanksgiving dinners here year round. And apparently it's very, very filling. It's getting a little crazy in here. A little packed.
Yeah, probably.
I think it's time to leave Thanksgiving. It's getting a little crowded. Yes, a taste of history. Just like on the Mayflower, you'd be getting a real-life pilgrim experience. The only thing you're not doing that's historically accurate is murdering Indians. Thanksgiving food is my favorite, but if they don't provide like a place for me to take a nap, then it's a dangerous thing. I'll end up just finding a nice corner in this park and laying down for a nap. Yes, you can get banned from YouTube. Just wear sunblock.
Do it.
Man, if Thanksgiving area is like this, I wonder what Halloween is like. Looks like the water park just closed, so they're trying to empty that out. What else do they have here? They have to empty out the park before the ERT can start for Holiwood Nights. So there's a lot to do. You would need a nap after that? Heck yeah. Nothing better than taking a nap after a Thanksgiving dinner. That's a good nap right there. It's tied to me. That is a great nap, but you know it's also a great nap is when you spend like half a day at Disney and then you go back to your hotel room inside that beautifully AC'd room and take a nap in there. All sun-baked and legs tired. Oh, it's the best. And maybe you take a rinse, or maybe you go in the pool real quick. Just chill for like an hour or two and then go back out for the evening. That is my favorite thing right there. Yes, that's where we're headed right now. We're headed to Halloween. Now, there is some interpretation on what constitutes a Halloween song. I heard some songs that were questionable, like I Want Candy. I understand that candy is involved with Halloween, but candy is also involved with like Easter and Valentine's Day and basically almost every holiday. So I don't feel like it works. And they also were playing Black Magic Woman by Santana, which I guess is like voodoo and stuff because of the title, but I don't know if I'd call that a Halloween song. But here is one of my favorite things. They have Halloween themed swings, and at night it looks amazing. See if we can get a little look-see here. It's a Crazy Rock. Let's get away from the copywritten rock. I've heard the Time Warp while I'm in here, so in addition to Thriller and Monster Mash, you can hear the Time Warp.
You guys go get them on. Bray, listen to Shell Shell.
What is your favorite part of this park? That is a good question, Heather. So far, my favorite part of this has been the Halloween section because it has those spooky vibes, and it takes me back to like last year with HalloFest and doing the live streams there and all that. There's no fog or anything, definitely no scare actors because it's a family park, but it would be cool if they did fog, just like on a general basis, just every day, a little bit of fog here and there. Copyright Park is similar to Plymouth. I have no idea. I haven't been to Plymouth to compare. I don't know what music is coming out of Plymouth. Oh man, I remember during HalloFest, El Toro had the longest lines it's like ever had since opening. It was ridiculous. There were so many people there. And I think it was mostly because there was nothing else to do. But anyway, this swing, I love that it has bats all along the top here. And it has all of our favorite iconography from Halloween. We got a witch, a jack-o'-lantern, a bat down there, Frankenstein, a black cat, and a ghost. Then in the middle, right here, they have like skulls and stuff. Six Flags Great Adventure will debut the Jersey Devil Coaster this summer. Excuse me. It says it will be the tallest, fastest, and longest single rail in the world. Supposedly, I don't know if the one that's opening at Silverwood beats any of its records, nor if they're making slight adjustments, and then the one that's gonna open at Magic Mountain, supposedly next year, will just slightly break the Jersey Devil Coaster's records. But from what I heard, they're filming the commercial for Jersey Devil Coaster over next week, Tuesday and Wednesday. Then the media day is on the 10th, and then the member previews should be next weekend while I will be at Universal riding Hagrid's and Velocicoaster. Sometimes sacrifices must be made, I guess. Plus, I already booked it and I don't want to cancel it. That's a lot of hassle. Oh, it looks amazing. I've heard that it's like a touch slow and it's valleyed. I don't know what they've done to address that. Like it was too slow to make it to the end, basically. Like to complete the entire track, to complete the entire layout. Speaking of the Monster Mash, that's what they're playing right now. Over there at Copyright Park, or Copyright Rock. I can't speak anymore. You were at Disney last week and never got on Splash Mountain because it was always 70 minutes or higher. Oh, that's lame. I would have tried to like get in line right at the end of the day, or as painful as rope dropping is, that's usually what I would do. As early in the morning is like the best time to get on everything. So by the time everybody else shows up, it's such a hassle to do rides, especially without Fast Pass. You can't like just choose the couple of rides that you want to do to like complete your day. You're just hoping that you'll get on some rides. And I heard that they've increased capacity over at Disney as well. So they're approaching like 50% now, if I've heard right. You were at an event waiting 1 hour at 10 p.m. on Sunday on a school night. That's terrible. I really wonder, has it gotten hotter or something? Or is it just because like more kids are out of school? I have no idea. I don't know what to say about that, because I feel like Splash Mountain, it's not changing until at least next January, and I don't know if it's delayed any further than that, because Josh D'Amaro has stated that Disneyland will be the first one to be getting the transformation into the new Princess and the Frog version. But I feel like because Disneyland has just opened, I don't know. It's only been open like a month and change. Hey Coaster Nick, what's the next theme park I'm going to? So this weekend is a two-parter of roller coaster enthusiast events. Last night and tonight was Holiwood Nights here at Holiday World. Tomorrow is Keys to the Kingdom at Kentucky Kingdom, which is about an hour and a half from here, so I'm going to be making that drive tonight. Then next weekend I'll be heading down to Orlando, and I'll actually be meeting up with Heather, and we're going to be going over to ride Velocicoaster and Hagrid's at Islands of Adventure. I'll hopefully be going to Universal Studios, and then another day, either Sunday or Monday, I want to go to SeaWorld to check out Electric Ocean and ride the couple of coasters there that I haven't yet. I was really hoping Icebreaker would be open by then, but I don't know what's going on with SeaWorld parks in general, like Busch Gardens as well. They haven't opened any of these new coasters. They still have, I think, 4 coasters unopened right now. Pantheon at Busch Gardens Williamsburg, Iron Gwazi at Busch Gardens Tampa, Icebreaker at Orlando, and then there's another one, I think Emperor, their new dive coaster, has not opened yet. It's been just sitting, completed, tested, and just not operating. I don't know if it's staffing, if they haven't been making their payments to the ride manufacturers or what, but it's a bummer. But Heather, I think you're right that more people are coming to Florida now. There must be such a backlog of delayed vacations, people who had to push them back and maybe push them back again, DVC members who probably have to burn their points before they expire and they lose them. Like, there's a lot of vacations happening because they sort of have to use it or lose it, and a lot of the rescheduled ones. And I think that that's going to keep them busy for like the next year or so, and that doesn't even include the international guests who probably had canceled trips and had to rebook them or move them. All right, so now that ride's done, I'm gonna go stop, get another drink, and then we'll see what else. Say goodbye to Copyright Rock, playing some disco for us for some reason. Oh boy. Hey Heather O'Brien, welcome. Checking out how things are going over here at the Legend. This is the one that's themed after the Headless Horseman, as you can see up here. The right sign there.
Destiny!
Let's
You got
see.
your phone?
Sounds like you've been to a lot of amusement
Really?
parks. How many? If we're counting like even the tiny little regional parks that only have maybe one coaster and a bunch of amusement park rides, like little flat rides, probably been to like 31 or so. Yeah, I'm probably approaching something like that. So up there is actually the bell tower that they ring every time they launch one of these trains or dispatch one of these trains. It's just nice little theming here. It's a nice touch. There's only so much theming you can do with roller coasters while still being like record-breaking and award-winning roller coasters. I'm very curious on that aspect, the storytelling aspect of something like the Velocicoaster, and as well as with the is it called Cosmic Rewind over at Epcot that is going to open eventually, maybe next year. I haven't heard anything about that. Are you saying wow because of the amount of theme parks I've been to? Or amusement parks? Well, you gotta realize there's like a high density of them in like the New Jersey, New York area. Like in New York alone, I went to into like New York State, the boroughs, Long Island. There's at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 that I can think of that I went to just there. There's maybe like 10 or so up and down the Jersey Shore. There's quite a few just like scattered throughout the state. And then that doesn't begin to touch like New York State and Pennsylvania. So we have a pretty high concentration of parks in the Northeast. And I live in an area that we like to quote unquote call the coaster belt, where just within like a span from New York out to Ohio, there's upwards of like 400, 450 roller coasters. You can see the paddock and everything with Velocicoaster, but it's still a roller coaster versus an experience. I think it looked cool from what I have seen in terms of the queue experience, the theming of it. It all sounds like it's really nicely tied together. Yeah, I have no idea really what to expect from the ride experience itself, because a lot of people who got the previews for it didn't really describe like the elements in ways that I understood them. Most people use general, like it was really good, it was cool, it was intense, I was scared type of words, and that doesn't convey much to me. Not that I'm looking for people to calculate the amount of forces or G's, negative or positive, on them, but you know, describing like airtime, laterals, that type of stuff helps. There's no word on Cosmic. Yeah, I guess that's where things are at right now. It seems like they're still, you know, having things delivered. They're filming. I've heard that's happening at least, or will happen very soon. So I don't know. I have no idea. I feel like that and Tron have just been perpetually under construction for like the last 2 years. I can't remember the last time I saw the Walt Disney World Railroad going around the park. Have I been to Six Flags in Lake George? I have not been to Darien Lake. That is something that I am planning on doing along with Seabreeze in, is it Rochester, I think? There's a couple of spots in sort of that Buffalo, Darien Lake, and what's the other one? Rochester, and I think there's one by like Erie, Pennsylvania, Waldemere or something like that. That's another one that I want to do. Have I been to Quasi and Lake Compounce? Yes, I went there in 2019. Got my ride at Lake Compounce on Boulder Dash, which was amazing but really intense. And then Wooden Warrior was actually my first Gravity Group roller coaster, even though it's one of those tiny ones similar to the Oscar's Wacky Taxi at Sesame Place. The Voyage is actually made by the same company. I've never ridden on something that they built from the ground up, but here they use like the elevation to help with the design, and so the lift hill is a lot shorter than it seems because you see a lot more of this valley, the down all the way into this hill that you go down, and you don't realize it, but at some point during the second half you're actually going back up a hill that's natural, like on the other side of the valley, and then coming back down and then finishing the run. It's a really cool, well-designed ride. Sorry, I'm still catching up here. I don't know if we can get me to 1,600 subs, as awesome as that would be. I'm more like the tortoise to your hare in terms of getting subscribers. I'm slow and steady. It's like more documenting my travels than anything else, but any friends that I make along the way are very welcome. Your first roller coaster you went on was Super Duper Looper, and you puked. Oh no! I think you'll find a lot of people that are in the chat are also Hershey Park people. They're good people. Don't eat spaghetti beforehand. Oh my gosh. Thank you for the pro tips in the chat here. And you can't do coasters with loops. Inversions are tough. Inversions can be tough. I was hopefully tomorrow at Kentucky Kingdom. They have one called Storm Chaser. It's an RMC that has crazy inversions. It's the same company that makes stuff like Steel Vengeance and the Jersey Devil coaster. Really excited about that one. I'm ready to fall in love, basically. I don't know if I've ever had spaghetti at a theme park, to be honest. That is a unique choice to have. I feel like all I've eaten before is like burgers, and chicken fingers is always a safe bet, but spaghetti? I don't know. Your first loop was Loch Ness Monster. That is an excellent first coaster, or first looping coaster. I'm excited to go on that someday. I actually haven't been on it. But I've heard that that's in Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, I believe. But either way, both Williamsburg and Kings Dominion have been having trouble with hiring, with staffing. So like, I've heard that in the kids area, there's only a couple of operators, and they will go from ride to ride to kind of do whatever it is the crowds there want, the guests want. And they have sign-on bonuses and the whole nine that everybody has these days. But unfortunately, they're having staffing issues, and that just seems to be common everywhere. Oh, I hear the, is that the Jason music? All right, we're gonna keep going up the hill. I think we'll go over to the Raven. You've never been to Knoebels. It's definitely an awesome place. It's got a very different vibe from most theme parks that I've been to. It has a very relaxed, chilled, just go with the flow type of vibes. Everybody's bringing their animals there. I think somebody was telling me that they had seen somebody bring in a pet pig, a pet chicken, and nobody said anything. They just had a ball, you know, going onto the little train that they had with their chicken. I couldn't imagine that. Knoebels is free and you pay per ride. So it's like a ticketing system. They do sell like wristbands, a limited amount of wristbands each day, where you can ride on everything. But for the most part, it's pay per ride. So you buy like ticket booklets to get on them. Hey, Beyond the Thrills. I'm so happy that you enjoyed the vlog. It was a lot of fun to go see that. See the puppets in person and stuff. It's surreal to know like how important a lot of that stuff is and how much longevity it has. This is a show that I wish I could have caught. They actually have a dive show here. That is just as tall as any of these roller coasters. I couldn't imagine jumping from up top there. No, thank you. That was you and a raccoon. You have a pet raccoon? You took a raccoon onto a train? When was the last time you went on Muppet Vision 3D? And how much longer do you think it'll be around? Hopefully it sticks around a little while longer. I've seen some investment now on like Disney Plus, and especially with the Muppets Haunted Mansion. They're getting some love these days. I wonder if they'll do something with Muppet Vision 3D, if that involves moving it, reimagining it, something like that. Who knows what's in the works right now, because the purse strings are very tight. I think for now, they're going to focus on new construction. I don't think they're going to remove anything like that. They need things to absorb big crowds, and that is one that can do that. They need to get the other shows up and running so that they can handle more crowds. So I don't foresee it being closed based on that for at least in the next 2 years, 3 years, at least through the 50th. Dutch Wonderland has a dive show. Oh wow, that's a place that I really want to visit. I know it only has like 2 or 3 tiny coasters, but it sounds like a unique park to go to, just like Knoebels is a unique park to go to. But yeah, they dive off of this right up here. That's the highest part that they dive off of. Do I know a Taylor? I mean, I know someone named Taylor. I don't know which Taylor you might be talking about. Trying to see, this is the line here for Raven. Goes all the way back. That's probably like a good 45 minute wait. I want to see where I can actually spot the lift hill and stuff. My ultimate goal to ride every coaster? I mean, I'm starting small and taking it from there. I want to ride every coaster in New Jersey right now. And in New York, I don't know. And then the problem is it gets dicey once you start including mountain coasters, and I don't really want to. But I know a lot of people do. I don't think I will, because those tend to be in like very remote areas that you sacrifice a lot of time just to get to them. But I think I'd like to just use this as like an anchor to travel and see new areas, new parts of the country, and hopefully make it over to Europe and see how they do their theme parks. But also, you know, I also have to kind of balance that with like actual culture and different types of experiences. Like, I think if I go to like, say, Six Flags Over Georgia, I haven't been to it, I would like to pair that with like the Center for Puppetry in Atlanta or something like that. I do not know Airtime M, and all the wooden coasters here have PTC trains. I would say right now my ultimate goal is just to keep adventuring and finding new places to explore. That's the whole of it. Because if I was able to ride 2,400 coasters, that means I'd be basically traveling the entire time. I wouldn't be working. I'd be ignoring a lot of other things. And maybe my priorities would need to be checked. Gobbler Getaway is hilariously fun. The little shooting things are kind of inaccurate though. But it was a lot of fun. I've done it twice already, and I'll probably do it a third time later. I really wish I could do do it on the stream, but I asked earlier today when I wrote it this morning, and they said no cameras whatsoever. Sesame Place would be so much more complete. It would feel so much more complete with a dark ride. But I don't know, it's tiny. It's so tiny, I don't know where they would put it. They already spend so much on their entertainment. I don't know what they do. And then they also have the water park to deal with. You're leaving for Tennessee next week. Oh, snap, the Dollywood Adventure. That's right. It's all been leading to this. Oh, I didn't know you could see right into the station here. So what's this say? The Raven at Holiday World is an ace roller coaster landmark designated for rides of historical significance. Dedicated in 2016. How about that? So in only, what, 21 years it became historical. A Sally-Core ride would be awesome. Oh, in the Cookie Monster area, you might be right. That could be a good spot for it. Are you going to be documenting your Dollywood adventures anywhere for others to follow? Dorney Park definitely needs a dark ride and a new coaster. I don't think they've had a new coaster since Hydra, which is running terribly, and Possessed, which is something that they moved there from somewhere else. Great Escape is another park I'm looking forward to going to. I'm just waiting for them to open Screamin' Demon. I haven't checked in a while. It could be open now for all I know, but it's on the list. That plus Legoland, whenever it opens, all its lands and coasters. And then there's two tiny +1s around that area. I think one is called Turtle Boo, which is hilarious. That's the name of their mascot. That's what I've heard. It's small, nice. I can pair it with other things. Do like a little road trip or something. Looking forward to it. It's definitely on my list. Steamin' Demon is a good arrow coaster, better than Anaconda at King's Dominion, but not as good as Loch Ness Monster. It's tough. The arrows, you can tell which ones are getting the love and maintenance that they really need, because those things don't age the best, especially, you know, after 20 plus years. Some of them 30. Some of them must be approaching 40 at this point. I seen even was it an arrow boomerang? That one was rough. Terrible. Don't recommend. The vertical loop isn't. I can imagine. All right, we're gonna move back on over here to Christmas, Santa Claus Land, and that'll complete our loop.
Excuse you. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, the old Sarajevo bobsleds, right? I forgot those were over there. You rode the Bat in Kings Island, was worried since arrows bang you around. I've heard good and bad things about the Bat. I haven't been on it yet. Sorry, I'm watching this little girl has hopped a fence to go pet a baby Jesus statue that they have. Oh my goodness. What the heck was I saying? Kings Island, yeah, the Bat, very popular. I haven't ridden it myself yet, but makes me hopeful and happy to hear that they are going, that you had fun on it. Adirondack Outlaw, I've heard that that's being built. That is a great name for a ride, by the way. I gotta say that. Great name for a ride. Loch Ness Monster opened in June 6, 1978. How old does that make it? Like 40-something years old? Jeez. Most of the kiddie rides are the Christmas-themed ones down here. They even have their own little frog hopper, and it's called Reindeer Games. 43. There's the Santa Claus statue everybody must take a photo in front of. It's mandatory if you come visit here. I took my Santa photo yesterday. The park is a little crowded today. I think because it's hot, a lot of people went over to the water park, but because the water park closed at 6:30 Central, they've all come into the dry park now, and the dry park is open until 8 p.m. Central. You heard about the incident last night? Yeah, that was a bummer. Sad to hear, sad to see that happen. It's a shame, and also it's a shame that a lot of people responded as entitled coaster enthusiasts tend to, and anybody else that acts entitled like that. They were just, some really unwholesome comments were made. Too many people acting like their nights were ruined. It's like, so what? At the end of the day, we're just having fun riding roller coasters. Like, it's not that serious. Exactly. You know exactly what I'm talking about, Beyond the Thrills. I was trying to find a spot where I could see Raven, but that sun is like right in the way. It's terrible. And I have this lovely view of the back of this store here. Great. Exactly. When I heard the news last night, I was like, oh, that sucks. And I moved on. Like, I just went and did other things and didn't dwell on the fact that Voyage wasn't open, because shit happens. Forgive my language. But these things happen, and you got to take care of the emergencies that happen. And you got to, safety above everything else is the most important thing, especially with these giant roller coasters like these. You got to be careful. You got to look out. You got to take care of everybody. Just got to do what you got to do in terms of safety. So I don't understand why people get so weird and salty and entitled about that stuff. Thunderbird did not open. Hey Mazi, I'm so glad that you enjoy these, but I'm sorry that you can't travel. That stinks. But I'm so glad you could join us. Welcome. We are currently in the Christmas area of Holiday World. Holiday World has themed lands, 4 themed lands, themed after different holidays. The very first area that you enter is Christmas. There is a Thanksgiving area, a Halloween area, and a 4th of July area. Did you like Lucy the Elephant? Yes, I was super hyped for Lucy the Elephant. It's one of those things growing up in Jersey you always hear about. You see once in a while in like posters, art, and other things related to New Jersey iconography, and I just never made the time for it, and I'm so glad that I finally did. It felt like, I don't know, it felt like I had finally done something that I should have done a long time ago. I'm not sure quite how to put into words that, but I did really enjoy it. And the fun story that came from that was that I told the people that were working in the gift shop why I was finally making time to visit Lucy, which is because I'm planning on moving down to Florida next spring. And they gave me a plush elephant as like a good luck charm in where to put, like, I don't know if you guys know about that, how that works, but like elephants are considered good luck, and you put their butts facing like your door or something like that, or your exit or entrance to your house. And so like they gave that to me basically for good luck, and it just kind of rounded out a very wholesome, wonderful experience for me. You were there a couple years ago. It's very close to Playland's Castaway Cove. Yes. Yeah, Ocean City's not too far away from there. It's 8 in the morning. Wow, you're up early. It's currently 7 p.m. Central Time in Indiana. The name of this town is Santa Claus, Indiana. Fun fact. So it's Holiday World in Santa Claus, Indiana. It used to be Santa Claus Land in Santa Claus, Indiana before they became and evolved into what they are today, Holiday World. All right, I don't think Raven is really going too often, and then we're just looking into the sun, so let's explore a little bit more. I don't even know if I've shared like the mascot here. There's so much like little fun things here. A lot of fun history too.
Yeah, but Hawaii has sharks.
Like they have a mascot, they call him Holly Dog. There's a guy sitting in front of the cutout that I could show you. So unfortunately, I need another example of Holly Dog. And he's not meeting right now. I got lucky last night that I got to meet, like, they have a mascot for each land or each holiday. And I got to meet all 4 of them and take a photo with all of them. Which should be, or might still be on my Instagram, but I think I'll post that photo because it was that good. But here's a Nutcracker version of Holly Dog. The Sugar Plum Scoop Shop is in front of there. Then the Santa's Merry Marketplace. Yeah, masks. COVID doesn't exist here. Don't you know? COVID doesn't exist, and Santa Claus scared it away or something. I have no idea. It just doesn't exist here. But I don't mind it because I'm vaccinated. I've been vaccinated since February, so it is what it is. I'm hoping for a nice little sunset, though. Yay, I'm moving to Florida. You're in the process of looking for jobs, but COVID hit and now they only want locals. Ah, that stinks. But hopefully it's not too much of a delay. I'm surprised that they only want locals when everybody's struggling to find people to work for them. But I guess it really depends on the industry. I'm hoping to be able to go to remote at my job, but thankfully, because my job is so niche, it's likely to happen. Oh, and there's a giant water tower back there that says Holiday World, which I find a lot of fun. That's how you felt in Ohio? Yeah. COVID didn't exist there either, did it? You're vaccinated too, and you'll feel better when you go ride the Jersey Devil. For sure. I don't know about New Jersey. I feel like I trust these strangers more than I trust the New Jerseyans. I think it has something to do with like the population density or something. Like everything's so spread out here. I drove like along a river. There was a barge going by, and then I drove by some fields of I don't know what they were growing. It was funny. Yeah, sure. I can get up and close to this fountain. Hello, Jay Skywalker. Welcome to the stream. I think we'll be going for at least another half hour. So there's a nice little stack of ornaments here. Can't get any closer though, otherwise I might get wet. You're gonna be here in 2 days. That's awesome. I hope you have an awesome time. I hope you get to meet Holly Dog and watch the dive show and go on the voyage and gather all the turkeys. So much to do. Yeah, you could legit spend a weekend here, in my opinion. It is a small park, but there's lots to do. I have not been to the Santa's Lodge. I stayed at a Holiday Inn nearby in Till City. It's about a half hour from here. I've heard the Santa's Lodge is nice. I have no idea. Yes, exactly. Holiday World, Holiday Inn. What a shame that name was already taken for this place. Santa's Lodge is good too.
He made 8 shots at the green
Your family have Hilton honors, so you usually stay there. I'm basically the same way with the Holiday Inn Express and the other ones like Kempton and Clarion and all the other ones that are in there within their brand. It makes life easy because I got a lot of points. Homewood Suites, nice. Yes, it is. Heard good things. I just like the Holiday Inn is usually pretty consistent and pretty affordable. I know what to expect whenever I go there. I'm kind of curious about this Merry Marketplace, so I might just go in here. I don't know if it's food or if it's... I think it's food. I see people walking out with food. Yeah, it's definitely food. We can take a look real quick because I can grab a free drink in there. Whoa. So that's the Sugar Plum Scoop Shop. They do have some games in the Halloween area, but not quite as much as the Boardwalk area at Great Adventure. So this is where they have their fudge and stuff like that. They have cotton candy. This looks like toffees or something. I want to get my free soft drink real quick. They have something out here, I think it's called Mr. Red or something like that. What is it? Or Big Red. It is the sweetest thing that I have tasted. It is like acidically, atomically sweet. And I want more of it. If I find it. I think it's on the one that they're using down there. This one right here.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. I thought you were switching. Sorry. This is nice. I think I'm going to sit down here. I'm going to sip on this. And I'll flip the camera around for y'all. From Texas, made with the same people that do Dr. Pepper. Ah, very cool. This is a time I really wish I had a tripod. Hello. How's everyone doing? This is a nice little backdrop, isn't it? They also had Big Red ice pops, but they no longer made them. I don't know, this is my first experience with Big Red, and it's very, very, very sweet, and I kind of like it. I wish that they would make like a float with this and Dole Whip. Thank you for the subscription. Cheers to that. Yes. It is a Talon shirt. You have a really good eye. It's their 20th anniversary, and I picked it up. I don't know how to grab this in an alternative way. Alright, sorry. I had to switch my right hand. Less than 10 subs from 1,600. That's exciting. Cheers to that. So, yes, it is a Talon shirt. I got it when I went there for their opening day this year, and it's their 20th anniversary, so I was like, hey, why the heck not? Do they have that in adult small? I'm not sure what your shirt size is. I got this at the gift shop that's right at the front of the park. So like when you enter and you're at the carousel, you go to the left down that little hill. At that one, it's the largest one there. But I'm sure they have an adult small. They had every size. I know that sometimes when the merchandise is there for a while, they tend to only have like the XLs and double XLs. That's kind of how it was with some of the nice El Toro shirts that they had and King Deca shirts. You kind of feel bamboozled because the design is nice, and then you go up to the rack to look for your size, and then you don't see your size. Oh, thank you for subbing, Mr. Toad. I appreciate that. Cheers to Mr. Toad. So, Big Red. It's very sweet. I'm surprised I can get away with this. It's almost syrupy. But yeah, I like this area a lot back here. This is nice decorations here. How does Holiday World's food compare to other parks? It's hit or miss, depending. There's not really, it's not like Knoebels where you can't really go wrong with any of it. A lot of it here is just like, you know, I haven't really tried any burgers yet. I tried basic theme park foods, so it's tough to comment on it. I had some tater tots that were like nachos. It was okay. I've had 2 different types of Dole Whips. I had a Dole Whip Celebration Float, which was strawberry Dole Whip with Sprite and Pop Rocks. I had a pineapple strawberry Dole Whip swirl in a cup, and it was massive. When I tell you, massive. And then I tried the blue ice cream, which was okay. It was blue, but it tasted like vanilla. I thought it was going to be like a blue raspberry flavor, like a custard or something, but it wasn't there for me. I didn't really like it. I'm not a big fan of vanilla. I'm like a chocolate or bust type of person when it comes to ice cream and cake. So, not for me. Food-wise, like actual food, I haven't really had much because yesterday it was... They were closed. They closed down all the food places, and then the event happens, and you only can get your food from the event. And all they had was like pizza, which reminded me of Pizza Hut. Then they had like chicken fingers, which is chicken fingers, and it was fine. Earlier today, I had the corn dog bites, but they were kind of dry. I don't know if I got ones that weren't freshly made, and those probably would taste better. But it was food. It was calories. It was okay. It kept me going for the day. And then I had the tater tot nachos, which was just chili and cheese on top of some tater tots, and that's what they were serving as part of the event. Tonight for dinner, I don't know what they're serving though. Theme Park Banks, do I have my own adventure? I'm not sure. You gotta make your own adventure, man. You gotta make it. Hey, Adriana. Cheers to Adriana. She came up to visit me last weekend, Memorial Weekend. We went to Philadelphia, and we went to Baltimore, to the National Aquarium. If you guys have seen in my channel, I have a video of when I first went to meet up with her, and we went to the Frost Science Museum that has fish in it. It was a lot of fun, and that's what gave me the idea that maybe we should take her to the National Aquarium. And I didn't vlog it, just wanted to experience it. Sometimes I do that, I know, crazy. and just kind of take that week off from kind of being content minded, if that makes sense. Popping in to make sure I was okay because I probably didn't respond to a message or a text, but she didn't see. She hasn't hit that bell to know when I'm going live. So, boo to that. There was one thing I missed here. I think Vanessa said something about the sugar content. Yeah, I do not want to know. I know that there's a ton of sugar in here. Like, a ton. Yes, I've been to Six Flags America. Ride of Steel is awesome. Honestly, I feel like a lot of people sleep on Six Flags America. It's a good park. It's got that weird like layout like this, where you have to go up to Ride of Steel and Batwing, and they're all the way up here, and then you have to go all the way down through the Whistle Stop Park, and then back out towards Wild One, and then like come back out, go towards like Joker's Jinx. This weirdly laid out park to go from side to side. I'm enjoying my sugary drink right now. I can have water right after. I've been having water all day. Don't worry about me. I'm okay on the sugar. It is really sugary. I just wanted to try it. It's really weird. It's syrupy basically. It's almost like what's that stuff they used to make Shirley Temples? That's what it tastes like. It's just like a Shirley Temple basically. Yeah, exactly, Beyond the Thrills. It's that weird path from the Fireball to Gotham City. I'm trying to switch hands right now, but I have a microphone in the way, so it's a little weird. It's easier to do when you have the front-facing camera on. Fireball to Gotham City is strange. I've still never seen that arena be used. Batwing's uptime is minimal, but the only bad coaster to me there is Mind Eraser. Yes, this tastes exactly like grenadine. That's what it reminds me of. Raging Cajun is fun. Those Crazy Mouses are fun. What's the other one? That's kind of okay-ish. Firebird, the one that used to be Apocalypse. They converted it into a floorless coaster. It used to be a stand-up. And that one, I don't know if we could call that conversion a success, you know? It's good, but I still bang my head and stuff. Like, you have to kind of anticipate the layout of that ride to get a good ride. It was alright. But it has been 2 years since I've ridden it, and eventually when I do my Adventure Park Six Flags America little weekend trip, then I'll find out for myself. Roar, honestly, is one of my favorites. I loved that ride the last time I went on it. It was a lot of fun. Great Adventure should just remove their arena, but what if they have like that one concert per year? Then they gotta make a little money off of it, right? Yeah, I know. I think I brought this up earlier, but the entertainment at Six Flags just like has been non-existent basically. They need some year-round shows to kind of eat up people the same way that the shows at like Hollywood Studios eat people up. Like, how many people are in one showing of Indiana Jones pre-pandemic? There's got to be like hundreds, if not thousands, of people in that arena. That's a lot of people taking off pathways, taken out of other queues for that stretch of time. It alleviates crowds, and right now I foresee Great Adventure having some crowd issues. They should really consider bringing back some entertainment. Not just a roaming entertainment, but some actual entertainment. It wasn't too long ago that they had a diving show, a tiger show, that stunt show in the movie town, and then also a lakeside stunt show. They had so much stuff going on. Oh, and the Showcase Theater. They used to have like Chinese acrobats and stuff there, didn't they? So they had so much entertainment, and now it's just nothing. No investment in it either. Nothing's coming. It would be smart of them to have at least one show. But we'll see. Roar is good. You rather them not RMC? I hope not. It definitely doesn't make sense for, excuse me, got a tickle. But it doesn't make sense to RMC Wild One. That one's well maintained and classic. Roar, I could see them wanting to RMC it, but I don't. I do not approve and I do not cheers to RMCing Roar. I think it's fine the way it is. Yes, put more rides in that weird, awkward section at the back. They have like giant fields in between those two coasters there. It's just, it could be so much nicer if they had some connection between those two areas in the back there and put some rides there to kind of populate it. So we have one big, like, nice circle. Unless you're trying to go to Minor Racer and then you have to go back and around. And it's such a mess. I'm surprised that after all this time they haven't done anything to kind of correct it. That whole end of the park looks so sad. Why did you not go live when you said that you were going to be live when you... Oh, I haven't done a live stream when I was editing. I just haven't had time yet. I gotta get it set up where I have like the camera the way I want it and the presentation the way I want it to be. Once I get it all figured out, then yeah, I'll do the editing live streams, but it's gonna be pretty casual. You like Batwing more than Superman? I have only been on Batwing twice, so it's hard for me to compare. It is, to me, it's hard to compare a flying coaster to whatever that Flying Dutchman is really called. But it's like a laydown coaster. It was nice. It rained once when I was on it. That was actually pretty cool. But being on your back, going up the lift hill is such a cool sensation. Alright, I'm finished with my hyper sugary drink. I'm going to grab a watery drink, and then we can go explore some more. Let me know in the chat, while I swap this around here, which land you would like to return to, Halloween or Thanksgiving. Okay, you want to see Voyage's line? You just thought you were going to fly out of those restraints? Aw, one and done. Boo. I think Vanessa just caused Batwing to break down from a broken heart. Okay, let's see the voting here. Thanksgiving, Halloween, 1 and 1. 2 for Halloween, 1 for Thanksgiving. 2 and 2, 3 and 2, 4 and 2. All right, well, I think we'll just do both. Yeah, we'll just do a quick little trip to both. We'll do like 10 minutes at each. How's that sound? Because now they're going to be serving dinner pretty soon, and it's 7:30 over here. I think dinner's at 8:30. I want to try to get a ride in before dinner. We're going to do a little flyby through 4th of July. Oh, the stream is almost at 25 likes. That's amazing. And thank you again, Heather, for inviting people to come over and see if they vibe with mine. I know a lot of the people that follow your streams are like Disney or bust type of watchers, so it was nice. I definitely tried to create some variety here with all the different places I go. The Santa Claus Land Railroad. You like roller coaster parks and theme parks? I like all of it, but it's hard to see. There's some people who are just like only coasters and elitist about it, and that stinks. And there's people that are like only into Disney and elitist about it. I'm just like everything, so I don't know. I try to keep things uncomplicated. I just enjoy a little bit of everything. Yeah, there's a lot of people out there that are Disney onlys. I think that I've encountered a lot of them through my Instagram who like complain when I post roller coasters on mine. I'm like, I am a human and I'm allowed to have more than one interest. Thank you very much. But there are people who like get offended by stuff like that. I'm so confused. And then with the Disney Instagram, there's people that just follow you to try to get the follow back, and it's the worst. I hate people that just try to play those games. Like, and then they follow you, and then they forget about it, and then they just become a ghost follower, and it's just like they pile on and drag you down with the lack of interaction. Yeah, exactly. I like to mix it up. I will, you know, go to Disney here and there and do streams. Oh, there's some sort of weird magic show that nobody's watching, or they're taken apart. Oh, I think it just ended. There was a little magic show that just ended. That would have been fun to stream. I should have checked the entertainment schedule. I'm sorry, everybody. You're open to anything really. Disney and Universal are the top, but you also like Hershey Park. Yeah, of course. There's nothing wrong with a little variety. But yeah, there's literally people who are, their personality is defined by Disney, and that's kind of what confuses me. Like, I know that it's fun, you know, you can relate a lot of things to Disney. And for some people, everything is about Disney. But it's okay to appreciate other things as well. So I'm glad that I attract that type of person. The ones who can appreciate a little bit of everything. Like, here's something cool, fun, maybe significant, historically or culturally. I'm going to go check it out. And I always invite people to come along with my vlogs or live streams. But usually the live streams, it's fun to do stuff like this. Be at a very unique theme park not a lot of people go to, unless you're like a roller coaster enthusiast or from this area. You might not know about this park. You might not know it exists. So I think some people might know it exists because it has been featured on like Discovery Channel and stuff like that. How dare I vlog other parks I know? Terrible. Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying, is that some people think that there being more to the world than Disney is like going to Universal or SeaWorld, or instead of Disney World, you went to Disneyland. You're such a well-rounded person because you've been to both coasts. Everybody going wild over here. Oh no. Oh, hi.
How's your day been?
Not bad. How's your day been?
Good. Just did the Voyage a few times.
How was it?
Excellent. Running faster now.
Do they still have the trims on?
They do a little bit, but not hitting as hard though.
How's the wait time?
I think they closed the line off actually. I think they closed the line off actually.
Oh, for closing?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to wait for ERT?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Everybody, this is Rye Guy. Which one is it on YouTube?
On YouTube it's just the Rye Guy.
Just the Rye Guy.
Just the Rye Guy.
All right.
And Instagram is the Rye Guy 93.
Okay, so he does lots of fun vlogs. A lot of things explode. He's been on a road trip.
Explosions, lasers,
Yes.
crazy stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. I walk by statues and nothing fires lasers at me. It must be a thing with you. You must be a little
You're
cursed.
after me. You're safe. It's after me.
Yes. Everyone's saying hello. A lot of people recognize you. That's cool.
Hello, people.
But all right, I will hopefully run into you in a little while, okay?
See you, man. Have a good night.
Hellon, your mom,
So yeah, this morning Ryan and I did the Thunderbird Insider Tour. It was us, one other person, and the tour guide. I will let him know. I'm gonna meet up with him later. We teamed up on a vlog. I told him that he could do at least one explosion in my vlog, so you'll have to wait and see how that turned out. Oh, it was awesome. I got to see how they generate all of the power for the launch for Thunderbird. So using Incredible Hulk as a basis of comparison, they have to generate all the power to launch it versus, I think with Incredible Hulk coaster, they have to draw like a ton of power off the grid in Orlando. Oh, the sky looks awesome right now with these clouds. They're all so fluffy. Yeah, so we got to see the flywheels. That's what they're called. They're the engines that generate all the power. Then we got to see the maintenance bays. We got to walk in the station onto the transfer track. And then there was one last section. Oh, the Thunderbird has a bunch of audio effects as well as fog, and we got to see how those run. So the whole experience was really, really cool. Oh yeah, it's big. Is very big. It looks like they already capped the line for the night. One thing that they've gotten into a habit of doing is that they'll estimate like how long it is till close, which I think it's only a half hour till close. So they probably stop the line, like letting new people enter the line so that they finish getting everybody on the ride by the time it's time to close. Yes, this is Gobbler Getaway here. Sadly, I cannot stream on here. I'm gonna, actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna stream for a little while longer. Maybe I can get on this. But first things first is, now that we've made it here, we're gonna about face and then head over to Halloween and we'll finish in Halloween. But yeah, this is a lot of fun and it's gonna be open for extra ride time. So, like if I need a break from riding the roller coasters, I can just get on this. But I highly recommend, after the stream, go watch a POV of Gobbler Getaway. It's like Space Ranger Spin, but with turkeys. What did you do during the heart surgery? I was unconscious during the heart surgery, and an artificial heart and lung machine pumped all my blood for me. And then, like 9 hours later, my surgery was done, and I was intubated, and that was removed, and that was really weird. And then I woke up, and then I was in the hospital for a week, and then I was bedridden for about a month. We've come a long way to where I can walk, talk, and stream, and travel, and all that. Tough to believe that it's only been now, it's been 9 months, 8 months? But yeah, we here, we alive. Yeah, I think most everybody who's in the stream now knows about the heart surgery from last year. I had my aorta, part of my aorta that goes up my chest, so my ascendant aorta, is now artificial, brand new, and it is something that I caught early on before it was like an aneurysm. It's called a dissection. So basically the aorta ripped and had to be replaced, and we ended up having to put me in a helicopter and fly to the hospital, and then I had open heart surgery. So yay. Actually, funny story, I went to the water park's extra ride time yesterday, so I was without a shirt for the very first time in public, and that was kind of a big deal because it's like, you know, a pretty sizable, like 1.5 foot length scar on my chest, down my sternum, because they had to break my sternum open in order to access my heart. And people were asking me questions about it and stuff, or some people thought it looked cool. So it surprised me yesterday, to be honest. But now look at me going up these hills just so we can go check out the Halloween town. I keep saying Halloween town, whatever it's called, the Halloween area. I don't know why I have that movie on my mind. Yes, I got very, very lucky with that surgery. Like, super lucky. Normally you have a 70% chance of not even getting through it, let alone getting through it without any sort of long-term after effects. Here's a question, if any of you do know the Halloween Town movies. Why on earth is the main character, is her name Marnie? Why was she recast in the last movie? I always found that very confusing. Here we are, Halloween. We'll chill in here for a little while and then we will say goodbye. Thanks for everybody who has stuck around so far. I don't know either. I have no idea if it was like a union thing, equity thing. I have no idea. But I do know that original Marnie is still very tapped into like the Halloween Town fandom, goes to events or conventions and all that stuff, still signs merch and all that. Like, she's still very with it. I don't know if the one that got recasted for the last movie is as involved, but whatever. It's just a cause for confusion. I don't know who to direct my anger at. But what's done is done. It's almost 9 p.m. over there. Oh my goodness. Dun dun dun. Is that a lady pickle as a plush? Sorry, I don't know if you can see the pink pickles hanging up there. It's Pinky Pickle. All right, Pinky Pickle. And Holly Dog Pumpkin Plinko. So those are bottle caps. Huh. I wonder if you guys can see up there. That's the bell up there that they ring every time they launch one of the trains here. Every time I keep saying launch, dispatch. Use your words, Andre, use your words. So they have fried frogs and the Headless Horseman. Headless Horseman, but they're giving away llamas. Oh, you looked this up. Yes, a Hershey bag at Holiday World. You saw that. According to the internet, Brown was shooting another movie at the time called Big Bad Wolf when Disney wanted to start working on. So it was a scheduling issue, and they didn't work with her after 3 movies. You would think there would be some loyalty. Oh, here's this fun place. It's called Goblin Burger. This would be a fun name for a themed, like, D&D restaurant. Go to Goblin Burgers. Right now, if you ask me, my favorite ridiculous Disney movie is the Blackbeard's Ghost movie. I don't know if you guys know it, but I thought it was ridiculous. Over on the other side here, they have the Scarecrow Scrambler, and it's still got quite a line. I wonder how many lines they've already cut off. I was hoping to do one more ride before the park closed to day guests. Well, we shall see. All right. Oh. I have not had wild cherry cola in years, so I want a little sip. It's warm. Ew. Gross. Xenon. Oh my gosh, Xenon. I remember that one. That one was a lot of fun. I do not remember Cowbells. I watched almost every Halloween decom that there is, or basically every Halloween movie that they have available on Disney Plus, because I was home for so long because of the surgery.
Don't get lost.
I watched every single one, including what's the one with the boogeyman? There's some really weird one with the boogeyman. I forget what it's called. Halloween Town has 4 movies. So there's the first 3 that has the regular Marnie, and then there was the Return to Halloween Town or something like that. Either way, they kind of wrote out other characters, and I noticed a lot of like shenanigans even in the first 3 that typically happen in movie productions of that budget. All those cheers behind me are from the Legend. Wizards of Waverly Place. It's a good one. I've only seen the first High School Musical. I haven't seen all of them. What am I going to feel if I get hacked? I'm not sure what you're asking. Cowbells is an older one where they played basketball too. There was one where they played basketball. Oh, I have no idea. But if you want a really old school Disney movie, the Blackbeard's Ghost one is so silly and hilarious. I cannot recommend it enough if you're into that style, like that era of like 50s, 60s style Disney movies. Mr. Boogedy, that's it. Those 2 are the strangest movies I've seen. And oh my goodness. I recommend at least one watch through just to see how absurd they are. Just at least once. I think they're really short too. They might be just an hour or so. Don't diss the Goofy movie. I don't think anybody was dissing the Goofy movie. Unless you're talking about Extremely Goofy movie. That one, it just didn't have the same amount of charm as the regular Goofy movie did. You're a fake fan. Melly Mel, you should do like a weekly watch or something like that. A weekly watch party. Or like one where you watch it separately. All, like a group of people all watch it separately and then come together and talk about it, review it or something. You could do reviews actually. That would be fun. I've always thought about that, but it's like a very saturated little area of YouTube. Do I miss Streets of America? Kinda? I thought it was cool, but I accept change a little easier than most people. I thought it was a nice area, but I think they could have done something more with what they used it for. I think the biggest loss is the lights that they removed from there. Have a great night, Robert. Cheers to you. You have a good night and a great weekend. I forgot. I'm trying to remember what the name of that was. Was it the Osborne Family Lights or something like that? But I think that was the most impressive part of that whole area. Right, there's the what's it called now? That one little spot before you head into Galaxy's Edge. I forgot what the bar on the corner is called. Sorry. I actually have not been in there because it's just like pub food and beer. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids show was really cool. Plus the bass line, there it is. For some reason it wasn't coming to me. But the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids area was really cool. That's where they had the playground too, if I remember right. That was cool. What else do they have in there? I don't know. All I really remember missing from that area that like comes to mind first is the Osborne Family Lights. That was such a crazy display. I miss that, and like Disney doesn't really have anything similar to that right now. They used to do something at Epcot as well that was equally as cool, but maybe not as concentrated, but they used to do something that was spread out through World Showcase, and every country got like cool displays. Anyway guys, I have to try to get something to eat and maybe ride something. You remember meeting the Ninja Turtles? That is awesome. I know when I was a kid I got to meet, was it the Power Rangers at the time, because Disney bought the rights to them. I could go on about Disney stuff all night, but I have to get going. Extra ride time is starting soon, and they're gonna be serving dinner soon, and I wanna try to get one ride before they close daily park operations before the event. So thank you guys so much for joining me today from Holiday World. It's been an absolute joy exploring, showing you, sharing with you and everything. And I hope you have a great night and a great rest of your weekend. All right, so long. And thanks again, Heather, for Vacation Exploration, for sending some new friends my way. I really appreciate it. And I can't wait to see you next week. Bye.